We be fussing, we be screaming, but you the one I wanna lay beside this evening. I'm gonna come back even when I'm leaving. You give good love and I receive it. When you feeling down, I'ma sing to you. That ring on your finger got a ring to it. That's that real love, God-fearing love. It may not be how we dreamed it, but it's still love. Can we ever sit down? Talk to me nice, I'ma talk back, baby. You know how we get down. Yeah, the way we gon' work it out.
I am Pastor Julius, and this is my lovely wife.
What is popping? Welcome to the bedroom.
Where the magic happens.
Okay, that is You all right?
I'm good.
I cannot believe we are recording season
Deuce.
2. When you say deuce, it makes me think of poop.
What, he gonna take a deuce?
Yeah,
Don't think of that.
that's my son's fault.
Just don't do that.
Like my brain, it's retrieving that.
Don't do that.
When
Just
you say season deuce, it's season poop.
decide to take another thought process.
Okay, so hey brain, deuce means just 2.
That's it.
Second, got it.
Season 2, man. We're excited. You excited?
I am. There's so many mixed emotions that I have. Like, season 1 was stellar.
It was good. It was good.
We had a couple folks go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, good amount. Good.
And we're our first episode of season 2. We are in the bedroom because we're going to talk about some bedroom things today. A little spice.
We are.
We'll spice it up.
I see you.
And it.
Got your little satin on and everything.
Well, it's pajamas for the bedroom set.
Got your legs out.
Okay. We're doing it. We're doing a set.
Got your legs out,
We're doing it.
All right. All right.
This is why.
Why what?
Just you want to wear this muumuus to bed.
No.
Yeah.
No, that ain't what you want to wear.
Yeah, I want to wear muumuus to bed because you don't want to give the wrong impression.
And what impression would that be?
That the grocery store's open.
Man, the grocery store always open.
You don't want to give the impression that the grocery store. No, the grocery store is not always open. Sometimes it's closed for cleaning.
That's different.
Okay. Because listen, all right. So today we are about to discuss the bedroom, and we're going to discuss boundaries in the bedroom.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about pillow talk. So this is what it's going to be called. We're going to do 2 episodes for y'all.
Pillow talk.
And it's going to be called Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
So you've heard pillow talk, I'm sure,
I have.
in your years.
I have.
So what's your definition of pillow talk?
Just, you and your significant other laying in the bed discussing stuff.
Discussing stuff.
Yeah. Stuff can be a bunch of different things, but just stuff.
Y'all have to excuse Julius. He's suffering from seasonal allergies.
I'm good.
I can see it in your eyes.
I'm straight, y'all. I'm straight.
You need another Allegra.
I'm straight.
Oh, okay. Yes, so that is the definition of pillow talk.
Yeah.
When can pillow talk go the other direction?
What are you talking about?
On the pillows.
Yeah, I think, that's the question. And I think that's the answer to your when. What are you talking about? What's being discussed? What are you considering to be pillow talk?
I have even heard even in some rap songs where you have women or men who will lay with an individual and then they will begin to talk on that pillow, and that other person will begin to find out all of the information about somebody else. So it's like, yeah, you thought she was, you thought that was your girl, but she's pillow talking. So pillow talking then becomes like this negative because you're saying things that you may not normally say in a normal setting in the bed.
I believe that. Absolutely.
You'll find yourself, because again, it's a very vulnerable, if you're in the bed with somebody, you probably either just had sex or you live with them, or it's an intimate space. And so sometimes what is discussed on them pillows could be TMI of somebody else's business. So when we're talking about pillow talk today, I guess my question is to you and everybody else, what should not be discussed on these pillows? When it comes to your friend, say you got a friend, right? Mm-hmm. And you and him go to the gym, and he is letting you know that his wife is tripping, she's being ridiculous, or whatever their issues are.
Right.
Are you permitted to come home and lay in the bed and discuss that with me? Is that considered pillow talk? Is that okay?
I think it depends on what he was disclosing. Honestly, I think it depends on what he was saying. Like if he's giving you, like real intimate information, and he, asks you not to share, then
so the kicker is asking you not to share.
I mean, and the way we do it as men, it's just like, man, it's between me and you.
Here's my question on this. Is a real question. Is it ever between that when you have a spouse? So there's this meme out right now, and the meme is like, "Hey girl, don't tell nobody," and the girl's like, "Yeah," and the girl's like, "Everybody but my best friend," and her best friend is her husband.
So, yeah, I think that there is some things that doesn't need to be discussed with your significant other. If one of your boys came to you in confidence, if one of my boys come to me in confidence and they like, man, this between me and you,
yeah,
that's supposed to be between me and him.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be between me, him, and you.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, I feel like that would be off limits for me to then start disclosing to you everything, about whatever it was that he was telling me. I think it's dangerous.
It's dangerous on a lot of levels. I think, and I'm on the opposite end. And if one of your homeboys was to tell you he was cheating on his wife,
mm-hmm.
I don't know that I would want to know that about him, because being a woman, I would look at him in a much different light.
Right.
Like in a much different light. And so I do believe there's some things that as individuals you have to keep to yourself. You can't bring that to the pillow, or vice versa. I could come to you and tell you one of my homegirls is cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, hey, I'm going to the grocery store with so-and-so. You like, no, you ain't. And it's like, why can't I? Because we pillow talked about their situation.
Yeah.
So I think for me, pillow talk has to be, I don't know. And that's the thing about like being married. I always say I didn't marry my best friend, but you are my best friend.
Right.
But I mean, you my best friend. Like we talk about everything.
Yeah.
But you're saying when it comes to pillow talk, there are some things that are off limits.
Especially when you're dealing with other people's information.
Yeah.
I think that there's some boundaries that have to be set when you're dealing with other people's information.
Unless it's information that the two of you know together.
That's different. If you guys know it together, that's different.
Yeah.
But if it's information that you don't know together, I think you got to use real good discretion on what should be disclosed and what shouldn't be disclosed. I mean, because think about it. If you got a girlfriend, ladies, if y'all got a girlfriend, she call you, she like, girl, I need a date. I need some time.
Yeah.
You know how y'all do. Y'all get together and y'all need some time because y'all ready to do all this throwing up and venting and all that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's not what we're talking about right now. But so it is what it is. And so you get together. She come to you like, girl, he got on my last nerve. He
got on my last nerve.
He doing this and he doing that and this, that, and the third and all that. This here and that and there.
Why do you have to do all that?
If she does that to you, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's cool then for you to then turn around and come to me and tell me everything that she just, she this here, that, and the third, and she told you all that? Is that cool for you to come and tell me that?
If she asked me not to say anything to you, then no, it's not cool. If she asked me not to.
But if she don't ask you not to say anything, then it's cool for you to come tell me everything y'all talk about?
No, I don't think everything. I think that there's discretion that I would have to use as well. So my question is it a safe assumption that if somebody's married, their spouse knows all your business?
I think that's a safe assumption.
So that
it might not be a real assumption. It might not be true, but I think that's a safe assumption.
It's a safe assumption that if I tell you something, your spouse probably knows.
Here's where it gets tricky for me.
Okay.
As a pastor.
Oh Lord.
Not just a guy that's married. As a pastor, it gets tricky for me.
Okay.
Because it's almost like, kind of like the same grounds of a psychologist or something. Married, people are coming disclosing information.
Yeah.
I then don't have a license because of the position I hold.
Okay.
To come and tell you everything that people are telling me.
I mean,
just like that psychologist doesn't.
And like I said, I think to be honest, I think it just depends on the information. I really do. If somebody lets you know that their wife made turkey last night, not ham.
That's different. I'm talking about. You can come
to me and be like, I'm like, hey, how was your meeting with Richard? Like, oh, Richard mad at Pamela, man, because she ain't make turkey. That's different. But when somebody is giving you if you are counseling someone, mm-hmm. which as a pastor you do, mm-hmm. no, I don't think you can come to me and disclose what they disclose to you in a counseling session. Correct. But if you are, and I get it, the gym sometimes is a counseling session, the dinner sometimes
it's always counseling.
It's always counseling. Yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And people are disclosing all types of information at all times, at inopportune times, in the foyer.
But my thing is, it's difficult. You do life with this person. You live with this person. You sleep with this person. You're in the bed. And how do you then just like, man, how was your day? Or how was your dinner with so-and-so? And you got to just be like, it was cool.
No, I don't think it's like it was cool. Again, I think it's just discretion. Really, man, if this is a friend of yours, what's, truth be told, what's kind of like in confidence and what isn't.
See, and I look at it like you are my lockbox.
Yeah.
Pillow talk, like ain't nothing. The problem with pillow talk is it leaves the pillows.
Yeah, when you got people that are just in the sheets, in the pillows, and they not
in a committed marriage, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue with pillow talk is that you got somebody in the pillows and you got too many people on your pillows.
You lost me.
You got too many people on the pillows. You got somebody on Monday on the pillows.
Oh Lord, geez.
And then you got somebody on Thursday on the pillows.
And then you pillow talking to all of them.
And you pillow talking to all of them. You can't do that. But as far as like in a marriage, I mean, I think it's safe to say if I've told any of my friends who are married something, their spouse probably knows what I said.
I mean,
probably it's a safe assumption to think that. But I think pillow talk it's a sacred space, man, for married people.
But I mean, what are the boundaries? That's what we really got to nail down.
The boundaries of pillow talking?
Yeah. When should you not be disclosing information? What's the cutoff line?
You mean what kind of information you're sharing?
Yes. All right, let me give you an example. Your girlfriend come to you and she like, I need some time.
Why every time you do the girl, it's gotta be anytime?
Because that's what y'all be doing. I need some time. Y'all go out. And she like, girl, I just gotta be honest. Like, we ain't been having sex. Because, for whatever reason.
Okay.
Whatever reason, they haven't been having sex. And she's frustrated. You know what I'm saying? About the situation. Is it okay for you to come and reveal that to me?
That's tough, man. That I don't know. To be honest with you. Like in my mind, I'm talking to you almost as a sounding board.
So you mean
because maybe she came to me for some advice, and I'm talking to you like, man, I don't know what to say.
So and then you kind of be like, man, such and such came to me, Johnny ain't hitting it. That's
You're my lockbox, though. I mean, like we're having
Johnny ain't hitting it.
See this? Okay. When you are married to somebody, and every married couple, I know y'all have experienced this. Something happens with friend groups or something happens with somebody, y'all talk about it. Y'all talk about it. Can't nobody married tell me that they've known something's happening between their friends or their friends are going through or something's happening and they don't talk about it. You absolutely talk about it.
Can I lift something up here?
Oh, you want to be so deep all the time.
I want to lift something up off the pages. To be honest, I think that's more of a woman thing than it is a man thing.
That's not true.
I just saying what I think. I ain't saying it's true, but that's what I think.
That's not true.
Because like men don't be, I ain't gonna say they don't be gossiping all
That's
like that.
That's not gossip. When you're talking about your person, you're talking about your husband or your wife. You talk about stuff with your mate.
No, you do. But you're talking about stuff gets talked about like in general. That's
I'm talking about
you were saying.
I'm going to bring our producer in on this conversation here in a minute because I know he understands what I'm saying. When you are married and stuff be popping off, you absolutely talk to your wife about it.
I do.
You be like, man, you go to the cookout. You see Bernice and Robert beefed out.
That's different.
How is that different?
We're talking about seen it. Talk. We seen it. I'm talking about.
Okay, Bernice cornered me over the barbecue chicken.
Right.
And Bernice let me know that Robert ain't hitting it.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to come home later that night like, bruh, I was at the chicken and Bernice said Robert ain't hitting it. You like, what? You're my person.
Yeah.
That happens. It absolutely happens in marriages.
It does.
Every day.
It does. I mean, I guess I was looking at it like from a standpoint of they called you and y'all went to go talk and they asked you not to tell.
Now, if Robert tells you, please don't tell Ashanti that I have erectile dysfunction, then you should not be telling me that Robert has ED. But if Bernice tell me over the barbecue chicken that Robert ain't hitting it right.
No, you switched it. You said right.
I mean, or hitting it, I'm probably going to say something. And it was crazy as this, though. Listen to what you just said. Or what I just said. She don't know that he got ED because he don't want to tell her he's embarrassed. But you know he got ED. But she's telling me he not hitting it. So she's thinking something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with him. Come to find out, he not being. So here we are to bridge two overcomplicated waters. We both know pertinent information now.
You just put together a whole scenario.
Because, baby, tell me that ain't how it happened. That's exactly how it happens. I be knowing the piece. You be knowing the piece. The pieces ain't talking. And now what do we do? I'm talking to you about that. I'm at Bernice. Hey, Bernice.
And so then what I'm supposed to go tell Robert, hey, man, so Bernice told Ashanti.
No. But I think if you know that information, I think that you should be letting Robert know, like, bro, you probably should have a conversation with your wife because what if she thinks something's wrong with her? So now you're taking what you know, but you're not telling him that Bernice told me over the barbecue chicken. And again, the only cutoff for me is when you specifically ask me not to say something to my spouse. And I've had girlfriends, I've had women tell me, please don't tell your husband. It's stuff you don't know.
And if they don't say that, that means it's fair game.
In my mind, because like you said, the assumption, David, is that the assumption of most? Thank you. When you tell somebody's husband or when you tell somebody's wife, their spouse probably knows. Mm-hmm. That's why when people do tell me stuff and they don't want you to know, they tell me, do not tell him. Because they know I'm going to tell you. And I've had to have that conversation with people too. Do not tell your husband.
You know what's crazy is I do have to get out of pastor mode because I feel like stuff people be saying, I don't be saying nothing.
You don't. I'm like, how'd you meet with so-and-so go? Good. Lockbox. He all right? That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because in my mind, I guess it's their personal information.
It's if they tell you not to say anything, then yes, it's personal information. But, and like you said, I think discretion has to be used. Have there been times where somebody has told me something? A lot of times people have told me stuff and they didn't say, don't tell you, and I still don't tell you. I just don't tell you.
Yeah.
Not because it's a secret, just tell you for what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's other times I'm in like, Bernice, dog, stopped me today over the barbecue chicken and told me, Robert.
I mean, I think I've done that before too. Like, just told you some information like that.
Every married couple, to think that married couples don't do it would be naive. Or couples in general.
100% for sure.
Couples in general.
You're safe to assume that whatever one person knows, the other person knows.
When it comes to committed relationships, absolutely.
That's a safe assumption. If you assume otherwise, I feel like that's naive.
Which is why you have to, and I would say this to men, y'all have to use discretion when it comes to telling your wife the dirt on another man, because we don't do that well. If you tell me Ray is cheating on his wife, Ray can't come to our house.
For real?
Ray can't come to the crib. I don't want to see Ray.
For real?
Just don't tell me. If you was out and Ray came with a little sneaky link, don't come home and tell me that Ray put up with a sneaky link. And don't let me not like his wife or know his wife. Oh,
what does that mean?
Well, because now you're running a real high risk. You want me to not tell her that you cheating?
And so you're saying if you don't like her, you're going to tell her?
No. I'm saying that puts me in a predicament.
Oh.
If I'm friends with her and you come home and tell me Ray put up with a sneaky link, I can't say nothing to her, but you told me. So your best bet, don't tell me, don't say nothing to me at all. If there's a young man that's on garbage, because he can't come to the house,
you gonna hate on him,
and I don't want you being around him
because he cheating on his wife.
Correct. Like, yeah, me and Ray about to go. No, y'all not. Me and Ray going to the. No, y'all not. I don't want you with Ray. So if you want to continue, you gotta know your wife or know your husband,
and know what to tell,
and know what to tell them and what not to tell.
That makes sense. You
gotta use straight wisdom.
That makes sense.
Because you can tell me something and I'll be like, yeah, no.
I'll be using wisdom.
Oh, you be using wisdom?
Yeah.
Because you know how I am?
Yeah.
I'll be using wisdom too.
Yeah.
Because I know how you are.
I know exactly how you are. So I gotta use wisdom, You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. He just is the grand master. You just are just like the.
What you mean?
You just such this. The older you get, you kind of like are just resolved into this.
Yeah, I'm just really, really leaning into.
Oh my God, bro!
I'm really leaning into who I am, and what my abilities are, what my capabilities are.
Like you look like right now, like you need a good cognac and a cigar. Like you just look like you're just, know.
Yeah, that sounds good too. I don't sip cognac, but
that's what you look like right now. And you would have a good, Shannon Sharp got a new one out. With a little cigar. Like you just have arrived to your wisdom destination.
Kind of helping you through some things.
And you're not. That's what it is. You think that's what it is. You think that you have arrived and I'm just along for the ride.
I'm helping her through some things here, Fellas, you got to make sure that you help your lady through some things. Help her gain the right perspective, you feel me? As the leader of this thing.
All right. I'm all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so glad to be back with you for season 2. This is how this is about to be?
No, I'm just,
Season 2 is about to be you on this elevated, professor.
Elevate.
That's what it is? Because you're about to graduate? That's what it is? All right, guys.
Elevate.
Don't.
Elevate.
Some things.
I mean, just at some point, when I was a child.
We're done. Hey, David.
I thought as a child.
We're done. I appreciate y'all.
I acted as a child.
I appreciate.
Y'all listen. But when I became a man, when this here became a man, I put away childish things. You understand? You all right? That help you out at all?
Because that's
Listen, y'all.
I'm just along.
We just warming up.
The kid on along from the right.
We just warming up here.
So what happens when you get your doctor? Is it gonna be more of this?
More of what?
This.
What is this?
I don't know. I'm sure the people at home who are watching, they can see it.
See what?
I don't know. It's this,
level of confidence.
No, it's not confidence.
Oh, it is.
Oh, I'm
It's confidence.
I'm like aged,
Is that what you sense?
That's what it is.
Is it not true?
No.
Oh well,
because we can go back to season 1 and we can see.
You're sadly mistaken.
And now today I get like this, totally reserved. That I'm a pastor, so I don't say much. I just.
Y'all, we're gonna go in another direction. We're gonna clip this off here. We're going to go in another direction.
There it is.
Because this is getting ready to go into a direction.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Tune in to the next episode.
It's one more episode after this. It's Pillow Talk continued, and it's going to be talking about boundaries in the bedroom.
Yeah, boundaries.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Interesting.
Y'all soon.